Thanks. Stands filled with people, cars lining up to get in. It's a familiar sight at Bandimere Speedway in Jefferson County. But the place that got in trouble for its packed 4th of July event defying health and safety orders hosted another packed event. Not quite as packed, but this time it was an anti-mask rally, anti-regulation rally. Eddie Randall is outside of the Speedway this morning. Eddie, one of the co-hosts, claimed that more than 5,500 people showed up yesterday.
Yeah, that's right. That's what one of the hosts says, Gary, and that is a violation of current health orders. The Jefferson County Public Health Department says no more than 175 people are allowed to gather at an event during the pandemic. And the health department also says that they reached out to Bandimere Speedway via email. Still, we saw crowds and hundreds of cars kind of filtering in and streaming in for this event. Take a look at the video. You could see the cars right there. You could see the crowds. Also, Gary, you mentioned people were not social distancing and wearing a mask, which is also against the current health orders. So at the event last night, speakers rallied the crowd, and COVID-19 was called the Chinese Communist Wuhan virus. Speakers also targeted Governor Jared Polis throughout the event for his use of executive orders. John Bandimere and his attorney announced they're filing a lawsuit against the governor for, quote, repeatedly extending and expanding his authority. House Minority Leader Republican Patrick Neville and conservative commentator Michelle Malkin both spoke at the meeting or the event on Tuesday. They also recently filed similar lawsuits, but the state Supreme Court refused to hear it. They announced on Tuesday night at the event that they have now filed in Denver District Court. Here's some of what Malkin had to say during her speech Tuesday evening.
It's time for people to stand up and draw the line, say enough is enough. We do not want to raise our children in a narco-tyranny. We live in a country now where the so-called elected leaders allow mobs to rule the streets. They are all violent, they are all anti-American, and they are all dangers to this country and our sovereignty.
Obviously, more than 175 people at the event last night. Malkin also tweeted saying that there were about 5,500 people, or at least 5,500 people. Now, the health department told us that they had no legal reason to preemptively stop that event. They say if Bandimere Speedway does not follow health orders, they will consult with their legal team and figure out what to do next. So at this point, Corey, we'll just have to see what happens.
All right, Eddie, thanks for going through that for us.